Alright, so about 6 months ago, I did a long-term review on the Redmi A3x. Now fast forward to last week, Xiaomi released the Redmi A5. And for the price of about 98,000 naira, which is roughly $60, is it worth getting? And how much of an upgrade is it compared to the Redmi A3x of last year? These questions and more will be answered in the course of this video, so kindly click on that like button so that more people can get to see this video, and that subscribe button as well, as we are so close to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you, and let's get started. Just like the Redmi A3x, unboxing the Redmi A5 leaves you with the smartphone, a USB-C to C cable, a charging brick, and this time a clear TPU case. I for one really like the design of the Redmi A5. My friend says it looks like an iPhone 16. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, let me know which of these 4 colors it comes in you prefer the most. The Redmi A5 is made out of plastic, but it feels every bit as premium as its successor, the Redmi A3x. It doesn't have any form of IP rating, which is a bummer, but then again, we shouldn't be expecting too much at this price range. It sports a dual nano SIM card and micro SD card slot, which just like last year is capable of taking up to a 1TB micro SD card. I'm not sure you would ever need to get a 1TB micro SD card for this smartphone, but hey, the option is there if you for some reason ever need it. The Redmi A5 sports a larger display at 6.88 inches, which is an upgrade to the 6.71-inch display on the Redmi A3x. It's still an IPS panel with a 720p resolution. That said, the refresh rate has been upgraded to 120Hz from 90Hz that we got last year. Still, it's just an okay display for content consumption. It's not really the sharpest out there, but it's surely okay for regular day-to-day activities. For some reason, the max brightness has also been downgraded from 500 nits last year to 400 nits. You might not really notice any difference side by side, and to be honest, even the Redmi A3x from last year doesn't perform well under direct sunlight, and it's technically brighter. Another thing is that the display lacks any form of protection. I mean, the Redmi A3x gave us Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which wasn't the best out there, but it was a nice touch. Software is Android 15 Go edition right out of the box, which is a lesser version of Android meant for low power devices. At first, I was confused why we got Android Go edition on the Redmi A5, especially when the Redmi A3x got the full Android 14 last year. But then I remember that Android 14 caused the Redmi A3x to be laggy at first, that Redmi had to roll out several updates to optimize it. So it seems like they've learned their lesson and they just decided to give the Redmi A5 Android 15 Go edition right out of the box, which is alright. Also, Redmi is promising 2 years of Android OS upgrades, which means Android 17 Go edition is guaranteed. Now, back to the fact that these devices are underpowered, the Redmi A5 rocks the Unisoc T7250, which although is more powerful when compared to the Unisoc T603 on the Redmi A3. Still, it's just a device for your regular social media activities and possibly some light gaming. I wouldn't recommend it for anything else. In fact, this device I presume was designed as a backup device, not for anything heavy at all. It comes in 3 or 4GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 64 or 128GB of eMMC 5.1 storage. Personally, I'll recommend you to get the 4GB model, as 3GB isn't enough for efficient multitasking in 2025. Battery is a 5200 mAh cell, which is an upgrade to the Redmi A3x. It also supports 15W charging, which is another upgrade. You should expect a full day's worth of usage, and if you use it as its intended purpose, which is a backup device, you would even get more. Charging time takes over 2 hours from 0 to 100%, which isn't fast, but hey, sacrifices were made to make the Redmi A5 this affordable. A major upgrade from the Redmi A3x of last year is in the camera. The Redmi A5 sports a 32MP main camera and an auxiliary lens. It's practically just one camera that is capable of taking decent photos under good lighting conditions. It is also capable of taking videos at 1080p 30 frames per second, which is the same for the 8MP selfie camera that doubles as a face unlock. However, there is a more reliable side-mounted fingerprint scanner which is fast and accurate. The Redmi A5 also lacks features such as NFC, a stereo speaker setup, and an IR blaster, but then again, we can't be asking too much, especially if we're considering the price. So the question is this an upgrade to the Redmi A3x? Yes, and if you're wondering which you should get between the two, get the Redmi A35, the 4GB version, or you can save a bit more and get the Redmi 14C, or for a bit more money, get the Samsung Galaxy A06. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.